Hey, I hope your nutrition and training is going awesome. I know you don't have a lot of time, but I really wanted to put up a short video for you today talking about the two S factors when it comes to building lean muscle without fat. Those two S factors are sleep and stress. You must understand, and I really want to get across to you the importance of these two factors and the influence that they can play in your quest to gain lean muscle without fat. The first topic I want to dive into would be sleep. When we don't get an adequate amount of sleep, a lot of our body's systems struggle that are helping us build lean muscle without fat. So for instance, the endocrine system. This is a system inside our body responsible for releasing the muscle building hormones necessary to pack on the most muscle without fat, such as testosterone and IGF-1. When our sleep levels dip below 6 hours per night, we really tend to see a significant drop in those muscle building hormones. And on top of that, a rise in the fat storing hormones and catabolic hormones inside of our body. So that's definitely something we want to stay away from. Yes, you can play with the amount of sleep that you have, but really try and stay above 6 hours if at all possible. That being said, there are other systems inside our body that struggle, such as our immune system. I mean, we know that we need to stay healthy if we want to work out with the kind of intensity needed to pack on muscle without fat. But also on top of that, our immune system needs to be high and working adequately to be able to recover from these strenuous workouts that we're going through. Our metabolism also slows down, which puts us in a state more apt to storing fat rather than building muscle. All of that being said, there's a few tips that I could personally give that I know work for me that maybe help you. First, I like to drink chamomile tea about 1 to 2 hours before bed. That puts me in a nice relaxed state and I can get to sleep nice and quick. Another tip is definitely try and stay away from caffeine late at night before you go to bed if you find that it affects how quickly you can get to sleep. Myself personally, I try and stay away from caffeine past 6 o'clock. Might be totally different for you. The last tip I want to talk to you about is structuring your workouts. Now, for myself personally, if I work out 2 to 3 hours away from when I want to go to sleep, I can't get to sleep very, very quickly. This is something that you have to understand for yourself and understand your own body and figure out if it affects you that way. But most people find it beneficial to work out at least 3 to 4 hours away from when they want to go to sleep. Now let's talk about stress. Having too high of a level of stress affects our body systems negatively in a similar way that having too low of a level of sleep does. For instance, the same systems are involved. Your immune system's compromised in a similar fashion. Your endocrine system, so our muscle building hormones go way, way down and our fat storing hormones go way up. Our metabolism suffers. On top of that, things like our energy levels and our intensity that's needed in the gym suffers. That being said, let me give you 2 pieces of advice that have really helped me out when it comes to managing my stress levels in my life. The first piece of advice that I was given that I think might help you out is to compartmentalize the priorities in your life. Meaning that if you're getting a stress from, for instance, work or school that's just bombarding you here, only focus on that and deal with it when it's time, but do not let that stress drip over into other areas of your life. So for instance, if you're having trouble in a relationship, that cannot be dripped over into your workout time. If you're having trouble in school and that's really, really a source of stress for you, deal with it when it's school time, but shut that part of your brain off when you hit the gym. This is a very important lesson that is very difficult for me to grasp and to adjust to, but I've really concentrated on it in the last few years when my life has gotten really, really busy and hectic and I've had stresses in all areas. And that is one tactic that I intentionally try and focus on and deal with one thing at a time has really, really helped me out. And then if that's not working out for you, make sure you prioritize your concentrations and get them done earlier in the day. If working out and gaining lean muscle is one of your top priorities, which I'm sure it is, or else you wouldn't be investing in this program, I would definitely recommend trying to capture as much intensity and energy early in the day and devoting it towards your training inside the gym. Get that part of your day done, and then you can shift your focus and your stresses and deal with them throughout the day. Those are just 2 tips that have really helped me manage my stress levels in my life, and I hope they help you manage yours. Thanks a lot for your time, and I look forward to talking to you soon.